Hello everybody and welcome back. We are featuring a take on a classic Devil Dinosaur deck. We all know and love Devil Dino. We unlock him in Pool 2, in which case he is just so strong, but he holds up well even in Pool 3. I consider him to be one of the few Pools 1 and 2 cards that you can take in Pool 3 and still build a deck around him and have him be the core card. Okay, so obviously we're featuring that big hitter in Devil Dino. We've got the classic pairing with Moon Girl to help keep your hand full and possibly give you a second Devil Dino, which is always nice. Now, we do have She-Hulk in this deck as a bit of a backup. If we don't end up drawing Devil Dino or able to power him up enough, we can instead duplicate She-Hulk with Moon Girl, get her discounted going into the final turn, and drop her down for big power. Okay, so she's got a bit of a backup there. And for Devil Dino, you can follow him up with 1 or even 2 Mystiques on turn 6. Really throw a bunch of power on the board at one time. Your opponent probably won't see it coming, which can help you secure a lot of cubes and big cube wins. And then, of course, we've got some nice supporting cards like Quinjet, Goose, and Armor to really help you get those discounts and keep control of the board. Now, if you don't have all the cards that I'm featuring in this deck, that's okay. I do have a budget Devil Dino deck that I've showcased before, and I'll put a link right up above so you can go check out that video. It only features Quinjet and Agent Coulson as the 2 Pool 3 cards in that deck. But for this deck, I'm going to get into the core win conditions, turn-by-turn breakdown. I'll go into some gameplay. And I've got timestamps for everything, so feel free to jump ahead. And before we get into it, remember to hit that subscribe button. Let's go. All right, so here is the Devil Dinosaur deck that we are featuring today. And let's look at these core win conditions. First of all, of course, we've got Devil Dinosaur plus Mystique. Okay, again, she's just so good at copying big power at a cheap cost. So that is just huge power in those 2 cards alone. Okay, you could have a double Devil Dinosaurs if you Moon Girled him and you'd be slapping 2 down, or you could Devil Dinosaur into 1 or 2 Mystiques and get roughly the same power. Okay, so that's one win condition on itself. Again, not too many cards needed. It's very consistent. Another win condition is just using that Moon Girl to get a bunch of stuff. Like I said, you could do it with Devil Dinosaur. Maybe you didn't draw a Devil Dinosaur. You got unluckies at the bottom of your deck. Well, lucky for you, you've got She-Hulk in there. Okay, you can play Moon Girl on turn 4. Turn 5, keep it low cost. Turn 6, drop 2 She-Hulks. I mean, there's potential there. And this deck does run Quinjet. So the cards that are duplicated will get a discount of 1 cost if you have Quinjet down as well. Okay, so very consistent, very strong deck, and that's why we love playing Devil Dinosaur. So let's get into the turn-by-turn breakdown. So as usual, we've got the always classy, never trashy, mock Marvel Snap board setup. Turn 1, we're looking to play Quinjet or Iceman. Now, Quinjet is preferred. Okay, he really synergizes with the deck, and when we play Moon Girl later or even Sentinel on turn 2, Iceman's in here because he's just a good card. Okay, he's annoying to your opponent, and a 2 power card is decent. So we're looking to play these on turn 1. Again, if you have Quinjet, that's the best play. Coming into turn 2, we've got some options. Now, the best options are Sentinel and Armor. If you don't have either of those, you can look to play Goose. But Armor is 3 power, which is pretty dang good, and he's going to protect our Quinjet from the likes of a Killmonger. So we really like that because, again, Quinjet is really essential as we get into the later turns. Now, Sentinel, he's very good just adding power to the board, and he's great if you play him right on turn 2 because that means if you have Quinjet down, you can have a 1-cost Sentinel to play along with a 2-drop on turn 3. Or even if you didn't get Quinjet down, you could then, on turn 4, play Sentinel plus another 2-drop. Okay, so Sentinel's always great to play first, because then you can play him later with another 2-drop, and it doesn't work the same way if you're doing that in reverse order. So Armor or Sentinel is the way to go. So if we did end up playing Quinjet turn 1 and Sentinel turn 2, we now have a 1-cost Sentinel in our hand because of that Quinjet discount. So turn 3, we can look to play Armor and another Sentinel. So now our Quinjet is protected right on turn 3, right when we expect that a Killmonger could come down. And this is just adding strong power to the board. I mean, 3 turns in, and we have 3+ power in all lanes. So that's a very, very good start. Now, if you don't have this combo, or if you're looking to maybe counter some of your opponent's plays, you can drop a card like Cosmo. You could even mix and match depending on what's in your hand to drop Goose and Iceman, something along those lines. But just spamming the board with Sentinel is always a pretty decent idea. I mean, we don't have to worry too much with this deck about filling all locations and filling all those open spots. So just playing a bunch of Sentinels is always a good move, as you're just going to add solid power to the board. Alright, so on turn 4, we are hoping to have Moon Girl in our hand, and we're hoping to have some big hitters like Devil Dinosaur and She-Hulk to make duplicates of. Now, if you don't have Moon Girl, again, we're mixing and matching. This is why we have these Sentinels. You can now play another Sentinel with another 2-cost card, such as Goose. Okay, you can just add decent power to the board if you don't have Moon Girl, or if you're missing those big hitters in your hand. But if we do have Moon Girl, we're looking to play her, and we're looking to make duplicates of some cards. Now, it is important to note your hand size. Okay, if we are playing Moon Girl here, we probably have 4 cards in hand, and we're going to duplicate 3 of those. The 4th one won't have space, and then we're going to miss a draw next turn. Okay, if you have 5 cards in your hand at the start of turn 4, and you play Moon Girl, there's going to be 4 left in your hand. Moon Girl is going to add 3. Your hand is now full. So if you already have the big hitters in your hand, that's okay. We do not mind missing a draw. But if you're still searching for something, if you haven't gotten Devil Dino or She-Hulk and you just, it's not coming together, we may not want to fill our hand and go that route, in which case we will look to just keep adding power to the board with all these 2 and 3 power cards. Now, if we're putting it into a scenario where we played Moon Girl on turn 4 and she gave us duplicates of Devil Dinosaur, Mystique, and Cosmo, our hand was now full coming into turn 5, but that's okay, because now we can start slapping down some real power. And if we do have Quinjet down, all the cards that Moon Girl duplicated now have a discount. Okay, so if you have Devil Dinosaur, the original copy is still going to be a 5-cost card, but the duplicate version is going to be a 4-cost. So you can play that 4-cost Devil Dinosaur and a Sentinel, or if you didn't end up getting Quinjet down, you can just play the 5-cost Devil Dinosaur, in which case I should recommend that if you're only playing a Devil Dinosaur on turn 5, you should play the original copy. Okay, even if the original and the duplicated version are both 5 costs because you don't have Quinjet down, you should play the original, because if your opponent clicks on the card after you play it, they will see if it was the duplicate. Okay, it will have a tag that says duplicated by Moon Girl, so that will tell them that you have another Devil Dinosaur in hand, which can be assumed, but if you play the original and they click on the Devil Dinosaur, it won't have that tag, and they won't actually know if you have a second Devil Dinosaur in hand. Okay, so that's a good little tip there. Another tip is that if you did get these cards discounted and you are playing Sentinel and Devil Dinosaur on turn 5, you want to play Sentinel first. The 1-cost Sentinel, and then you play the 4-cost Devil Dinosaur. It is very, very important you're playing it in this order if you're planning to follow up with Mystique. And that brings us into turn 6, the final turn of this game, and we're going to look to drop both of our Mystiques and then that last Sentinel to round out the cost. Okay, because we have Quinjet down, because we got a duplicated Mystique from Moon Girl, our original Mystique is going to cost 3, our duplicated Mystique is going to cost 2, and then we've got another 1-cost Sentinel rounding out for a total of 6 costs on this final turn. And look at this board. I mean, you are just adding tons of power in. Your opponent saw that you had the Devil Dinosaur played on the left, played behind armor, somewhere, they couldn't kill it with Shang-Chi. He's nice and protected, but they don't see much power on the other 2 lanes going into turn 6. And you just drop down 2 big power Mystiques that are copying Devil Dino's power. Okay, and this works, by the way, if anyone's not sure. The first Mystique will copy Devil Dinosaur's ongoing. That Mystique now has just that ongoing ability. And then the second Mystique will copy the first Mystique's Devil Dinosaur ongoing ability. Okay, so it works out just fine, and it surprises your opponent with a ton of power. And to just look at the numbers here, in this scenario, you would have 5 cards left in your hand at the end of the game. So every card with Devil Dinosaur's ongoing ability will get plus 10 power. Okay, so Devil Dinosaur is going to be at 13 power himself, and then each Mystique will be at 10 power, and that is nuts. You are paying 3 for 10 power. You cannot beat it. So you end up with a very strong board here. You can see that all 3 lanes are at almost 20 power. Now, depending on what locations popped up and what your opponent's playing, you can choose to spread out the power like this. You could choose to follow up with just another Devil Dinosaur in one of the lanes, or put both Mystiques in one lane. Do what you need to do given the scenario of the game, but this, in a nutshell, is how this deck plays out. I mean, it's really easy to just drop down a bunch of power, and if you have those core discount cards and Quinjet and Moon Girl, you're really just going to be able to lay a ton of power down, lay down a bunch of Sentinels, and lay down some duplicate Devil Dino cards. It can get really crazy really fast. So that's enough talking. Let's get into some gameplay. All right, we are taking on I Want Some Taquitos. And I'm now kind of hungry. I kind of want some taquitos. I have not had taquitos in a while, which maybe is a good thing. I was mainly making the homemade frozen taquitos. Not really homemade, but I would heat them up at home. Kind of counts. Anyways, let's focus. We got Goose in hand. We do not want to play on the left, because it will give us a bunch of Vibranium. But you know what? We've got Moon Girl and She-Hulk. If we play a 1-cost Vibranium on turn 5, that gives us some power. And it also means She-Hulk will still really be cheap on the last turn. I'm thinking about it. Yeah, I'm going for it. I like it, okay? We don't have Devil Dino, but that's okay. I think this works. Okay, they played Angela on Danger Room. A little risky. I'm going to play Cosmo here. Sentinel's not bad, but it would mean at the start of next turn, after I play Moon Girl, I'll have 4 cards in my hand. So it will only duplicate the first 3, and then my hand's full. Whereas here, we could still draw something. Could help us out. Okay. I'm going to play Cosmo here. If he dies, he dies. Is it another bounce deck? Uh-huh. Oh. Oh. Okay, so... Man, we just played 5 cards on Danger Room, and none died. That is kind of incredible. Okay, so I've not drawn any Vibranium, which is weird. I'm going to do this. So if I do get Vibranium, which I hope I do next turn, I come out with Vibranium. Dang it. Oh my goodness. I'm not getting any Vibranium. That's okay. The last turn, I'm going to get some Vibranium. And that's where I wanted it. I want it on the last turn. Actually, they're going to play Widow's Bite again, Black Widow on me. And so I'm not going to get Vibranium. Sorry, guys. I couldn't do it. I couldn't get the Vibranium. Alright, well, this second She-Hulk is going to get discounted by 1. And if I save 4 energy, this one costs 2. This one costs 1. So if I don't play anything right now, I've got 3 cost total for 2 She-Hulks, and then I can pop out 2 more Sentinels, I believe. So I'm going to do this. I'm not going to snap because I don't want him to leave. Although my board's not great, but I'm trying to showcase a deck over here. We're already in Infinite. People aren't caring too much about cubes right now, so I don't want to snap it away. Okay, they sent everything back to hand. I think bounce is fun. I think it's healthy for the meta. They're just fun decks. They're kind of hard to play. It's not super straightforward. Turn 4 Shuri, turn 5 Red Skull, turn 6 Taskmaster. So I think it's pretty healthy. And I kind of like seeing it. 9 in the middle could get destroyed, and that would feel really bad. But look at what we're doing here. I mean, come on. Bonkers. We're going to play Widow's Bite last. Not that matters. Arrow, if they have it, isn't doing anything. Yeah. It's a pretty big turn. We're starting turn 6 as 4, 5, and 4 power. We're going to end with some big numbers. Boom. There's my Vibranium coming in my deck. Yeah, my power would have been bigger if I drew some Vibranium. And it can't die on the middle, because Vibranium has ongoing, can't be destroyed. Real shame, real shame, but it's okay. See what they got on the left. See if they pull out Hit Monkey. No, they came out with Cord. So I will take that win there. They got a nice powered Angela. And I want to say, not a single card died to Danger Room. Victory. That's crazy. I mean, that's the opposite of what usually happens. But we'll take that win. You know, again, we started this last turn with, like, what? It was 4, 5, and 4 power. And we ended with 16, 5, and 16. So we added 12 to the left and right on the last turn. And that's pretty dang good. But I still want some taquitos. All right, we've got Quinjet, Moon Girl, and Mystique in hand. That's pretty good. And there's our Devil Dino. I mean, we've got the combo here. You know, give us Sentinel. We're off to a great start. You know, if we do draw armor, we could play armor on the left. But if we draw Shang-Chi first, we might want to Shang-Chi the left later. So it's hard to know. Give us something in our opponent's hand, and they've got Shang-Chi. So presumably they will kill our monster, but guess what? We've got Quinjet down. Our Shang-Chi costs 3. We like that. That is awesome. We're going to play Goose on the left, so they can only play their Shang-Chi if they've got Sabu, you know, if they get a discount for it. If not, we're taking it. Now we are taking it. There's the Sentinel I was looking for. But I think we want to play this right now. Let's get it. Okay, and is that mine? No, it has a different rarity, right? Okay, I don't think that was my Sentinel. They've just got a deck of their own, kind of Sarah control deck maybe. Spam the board, kill Nova, power everything up. But we've got a great combo in our hand with this Devil Dino, double Mystique, with Quinjet on the board. We are looking good, and we've got armor. So we may actually just play armor on the 6th turn with something else, because we know they have Shang-Chi. Okay, we got their copy. And they can see that too. They know we got their copy. And we have our own copy if we need it, but I don't think we will. Oof, that's crafty. That is real crafty. Okay, so we want to stay ahead going into the last turn because we want to armor before they can kill it. We need priority. So we're going to have it. They're playing Sarah here. Is that mine? You know, I don't think... No, that's not mine. I mean, it would say at the bottom. So that is their Devil Dino. We still don't know what they got from us. They could very well have gotten Mystique from us. They snapped, so we're going to snap too because we like having fun. And I think they got our Mystique. Okay, so we're going to... Mystique left. You know, I think they snapped as well because they know they have Shang-Chi. And they think they're going to kill us. Sorry. Okay, their Mystique plus 14. We're going to do this, and we're going to play armor here. Yeah. They're going to try and Shang-Chi us, and that means they're not playing many other cards, right? Shang-Chi costs a lot. And that's a game there. We got him. Saving armor for the turn 6. Again, it's important to have priority and know what's in your opponent's hand. and pop that out there. Okay, we could have had more power with Devil Mystique, but we knew this was the best play. And we took it, got big cubes, we got the big combo. It all came together this game. Very nice. Alright, starting off with Baxter Building. I feel like that's a pretty good location for us just because Devil Dinosaur can get so big. Now we do have Moon Girl and Devil Dino, and we're up against a Thanos deck. Very interesting. We are not running Killmonger, but they may be running Killmonger themselves. Okay, we do have Avengers Compound here, so actually I'm going to be playing Devil Dinosaur in the middle and not on Baxter Building. Okay, and they have Mojo, so forget what I said about them looking to kill their own stones. I think they're just going to fill up the board. Now this is interesting. On reveal effects happening twice. I don't have too much on reveal. I can't really benefit from it. Moon Girl's gonna fill my hand already. So we'll go ahead and we'll do this. You're gonna get some nice use out of it first, but that's okay. Moon Girl will help us. We're gonna get a second Devil Dino. Let's spread out the wealth, spread out the power here, and see what our opponent comes up with. Obviously, Mojo in the middle. I have to think that they're planning to add cards to my board somehow. I mean, Mojo is, you know, that's asking for a lot, unless it's kind of more of a counter card. And they went with the rescue. Very interesting.
Clear for takeoff.
Okay, so I'm going to drop down Devil Dino. I don't mind if they snapped. And obviously I want to drop down the original. I do not want to drop down the copy. Okay, because the copy says it was created by Moon Girl. So my opponent would know I'm hiding a second one. And they can assume I'm hiding a second one, but you know, the less information you give to your opponent, the better. Now we've seen 3 stones played. Okay, and they're looking to just power up their cards. You know, we might actually see Ultron. I wouldn't be surprised if their deck runs Ultron. It's kind of snazzy like that. We've probably lost this game. But actually, on Baxter Building, you know, they're getting +3 in the middle from Baxter Building. So we're going to go ahead and do this. I don't want to play another card on the middle, because me playing 2 power here will take 2 power away from each of my Devil Dinosaurs. So we're just going to end turn. And let's see what they come up with. Okay, Soul Stone there, not bad. And it looks like they got me. Ooh, never mind. It looks like I got them. That's how we do it with Devil Dinosaur. Yeah, I was actually forgetting that not only was I gaining 3 power, but I was taking away their 3 power. So it flipped the power by 6 that was actually being added to all the lanes. So it's kind of hard to account for that. You know, it's definitely a confidence booster for my opponent that they had so much power everywhere. But Baxter Building does a lot. Okay, and flipping it on the last turn. Big moves. Devil Dinosaur. Alright, we've got the Devil Dino. We've got our turn 2 cards. They start out with Bast. Very interesting. Could be a Sarah control deck. And ooh, Momentous 1. So this is where Sentinel is very strong. Okay. Now, they already played 1 card, so they only have 6. They snapped, so I'll snap. We'll do the double snap. Okay, we don't have to worry about running out of cards in hand, or about a hand being too full. Nice, very nice play. Obviously, they want to play some stuff in the middle to add to Angela. Okay, that kind of screwed him up. They are playing a bounce deck, and they're looking to play Beast or Falcon on the middle. They are not going to get it. But we'll see. We'll see what they come up with. Yep. Yep, you know, it just spoke to me. Saw Bast, Angela. I got suspicious. And now they're in trouble because they have a bunch of cheap cards that they can't play on the left, and they retreated after that early snap. They thought they had me. All right, what will the Daily Bugle give us? They've got a Wasp. Interesting. Lockjaw deck. Mayhaps. So if we do end up drawing Moon Girl, we will probably want to ditch Wasp at that time. Okay, and we've got Sakar. So I think we also want to ditch that. Okay. I'm going to do Sentinel here. This kind of keeps my hand full enough where Shang-Chi's a 1 in 4 chance. But I didn't think Wasp was worth it to make it a 1 in 5 chance because I don't want Wasp to get played. Give me She-Hulk here. Okay, you know what? We both kind of got screwed. Okay, they lost their Mystique. I at least had a 3-power Shang-Chi. You know, I kind of came out ahead. That's how I see it. We may be up against, you know, a bit of a mirror match here. I'm expecting a Devil Dino. So we're going to go ahead. And we'll drop this Goose over here. And drop a Sentinel. Now they have played armor for us. So we will look to play Devil Dino in the middle. You know what? They played something on the right. In case it wasn't on reveal, we're going to play Cosmo here. Okay, because we already know they have a card there. Even though they played it last turn, I have priority. So my cards will reveal first. All of them. The ones I played last turn and this turn. So great Cosmo. Even if they, you know, don't have any on reveals, it's just a great Cosmo play. That's what you want to be doing. Let's see. Stopped a Rhino. Didn't really do much. And another Cosmo with the same artwork. Very nice. Okay, there's our Moon Girl. Unfortunately, it came one turn too late. And I don't want too few cards in my hand. Alright, that is a worry of mine. But I could draw Mystique. And actually, you know, we're going another round. Okay, I forgot I cannot draw Mystique because I have America Chavez. So if I play Moon Girl, my She-Hulks will cost 4 next turn. Oh, actually one of them is going to cost 3 because I have Quinjet. And I can slide that into the Goose lane. Okay, so that's a winning play. We can go ahead and snap here. They might even just retreat. Let's go ahead and do this. They retreated. So we didn't get it. We scared them off. Maybe we should have snapped. But it would have been a nice combo there. Moon Girl. One of our She-Hulks would have been 4. Put that on the left or middle. And the other one would have been 3 costs. Put that on the right. Okay, great combo there. Easy money. All right, New York, New York. And we got Quinjet, and we got Moon Girl, and Mystique, and Devil Dino. This is the hand we like to see. We'll go ahead and drop a Quinjet here. Oh, very nice. I applaud my opponent. And it's not a Thanos deck, although Quinjet is no longer in Thanos decks. RIP. Good old Thanos Lockjaw. Okay, well, I'm not too worried about a Killmonger because they have their own Quinjet. And we got Limbo. Man, this game is developing. Okay, you know what? Goose in the middle is interesting. It means neither of us can play Devil Dinosaur there on turn 5. Maybe that's too evil. Alright, maybe that's not needed. We'll go ahead and do this. Oh, wow. We are just matching here. Okay, well, I have to play Moon Girl on the left. What if they also play Moon Girl on the left? It's very possible. Wow. Look at that.
Clear for takeoff.
I can guess what they're going to play this turn. If I had to guess. Okay, well, you know what? They're going to play Devil Dino. We're actually going to drop Goose. And remember, we're dropping Devil Dinosaur second because we want to Mystique after. Okay, and you know, maybe it was bad to play Goose and empty out my hand. Okay, so either of us can move cards to that location if we wish. Yeah, I'm kind of regretting playing that Goose. I emptied out my hand, and I'm gonna later want to play double Mystique. Fortunately, we did not get Sentry this game. You know what? I don't know what they're playing on the left. Maybe Cosmo stops it, right? Maybe they're going for Mystique play. The middle, I think, is still fairly protected with Goose. He will stop the Shang-Chi unless they duplicate one and got it discounted. So I think we are... Yeah, maybe we'll just do this. Okay, so let me back up everything I'm doing. I'm moving these two things over. And I'm playing Devil Dino on the right. He's unprotected. I think that's okay. Oh, they did the same thing. Wow, we both moved our dinos over. Okay, this is interesting. I mean, if they've got Mystique, I think they wanted to play it on the right. That's why they moved their Cosmo over. If they have double Mystique, you know, they're ahead of me because they simply have one more card in their hand. So we're going to do one Mystique here. And I just want you to do two Mystiques. Yeah, let's see what happened. You know, good on them. Note to self in a mirror matchup. Just keep cards in hand. Now, unfortunately, did not get Shang-Chi. They could Shang-Chi my Devil Dino. Yeah, that's okay, though. See what they had. Ooh. Wow, they had the full combo even. You know, I'm taking an L this game, but I'm impressed. You know, I like their deck. I think whoever put that deck together, very intelligent person, just amazing player. You know, great choices. I look up to them. I want to be like them. And yeah, we take that loss with pride. Yeah, we take that. This is making the cut. This is making the video, no doubt. I hope you really enjoyed this Devil Dinosaur deck guide and gameplay, and I just want to give a big thank you to everyone who's subscribed or watched any of my videos. I read your guys' comments, I respond to any questions I can, and I really appreciate all the support, and I'll see you next time.